It's a lovely day. People out there fishing and stuff. I got my staff. It's pretty good. I've been training with it to affect some more muscle control, more muscle memory and stuff. It's good. I've learned how to twirl it and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but that's just one hand, just learning how to twirl. Oh, dropped it. Oh well. Anyway, the only thing I wanted to think about today is the concept of censorship of language and how that affects a moral guide. It's not very moral to censor language, like, at all. It's kind of pointless and dumb. And the idea of censorship being a moral sort of thing is spread by really dumb people. Like, they're called moral guardians and stuff, and they think they know what they're talking about, but they have no idea what they're talking about. Like, the entire concept of censorship from the base is kind of idiotic. You know what I mean? Like, when you censor genitals, you do know most people have those, on their body. They know what you're blocking out. They can, like, other countries don't have our censorship values, and they don't have their censorship guidelines and stuff, but we kind of think that, oh, we have to protect the kids. First of all, the kids already know all this stuff because we have euphemisms and the kids use them all the time. When I was a kid, I loved telling dick jokes. The only thing I would fucking do was find like some Eddie Murphy comedy, find some Dave Chappelle, find some fucking, read a book about it, and then just go out and tell some raunchy fucking jokes because people aren't quote unquote allowed to say it. If people were allowed to say it, then they wouldn't be so fucking raunchy. Like, I would subvert it. I would be like telling elbow jokes because I heard the tip of your elbow was called the weenus. I would be calling people mammals because that's a reference to their mammary glands. But I mean, it's better than a tit joke. But censorship in general is kind of absurd. You can't really affect a sensible morality around it. Only thing you can do is respect people's feelings. Like, when they say, don't say this word around me, it upsets me. Yeah, you can, like, stop saying it around them. That doesn't mean you're gonna, like, end the usage of that word. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Just the fact that the word exists independently means you weren't around for the word's construction, and you have no real impact on the word's history. Words fall out of use and fall out of favor based on their popularity, and that's how they become archaic. But that doesn't change the fact that those words exist. You know what I mean? One of the main reasons I brought this up was because like, there's still a debate about whether or not to ban, like, Huckleberry Finn on the grounds of being racist. And it's like, you're really missing the forest for the trees there, buddy. That book's an anti-racist book. It's kind of weird that you're going to take the anti-racist book out, because that book is literally considered an American novel. It captures an American time period. If you're saying that this is a valid capsule of American history, and those ideas haven't even gone away, other books are just as racist. Like, I could argue most books are in fact racist and stuff. Like, the books like Catcher in the Rye, we just saw a white boy go around complaining a lot and, like, being upset that he wasn't catered to. And that was basically the entire premise of Catcher in the Rye, like a privileged snot-nosed brat. I don't really know if he's Jewish or not. He's probably Jewish, but I think he's white. I thought he was white. If he's not white, then I'm sorry. I thought he was white. He complains like a white boy. Everyone knows how white boys complain. Even white boys know how white boys complain. They're like, oh shit, this is what they sound like? This is why I hate my people. This is why I hang out with the niggers. And that's kind of like the whole plot of Huckleberry Finn. White people are really, really fucking, even when they're quote unquote civilized, they're just shooting each other a lot and killing each other, And that was the whole point of the narrative. That's literally the point of if you're calling that racist, then you're saying it's racist because it's offensive to white people, not because it's offensive to black people. You're just using the black people to get your extra points in. But the fact of the matter is, the only humans in the novel were the black people, and then the people who are sympathetic to the black people. Everyone else was a fucking savage, and everyone else was fucking white. So, it's just really crazy. But that's where censorship gets you. It gets you to get really stupid things. When you get to the point where you're censoring anti-racist books, then you need to take a stop, reflect, be like, I know this uses inflammatory language, but we live in an inflammatory culture and an inflammatory system based on white supremacy. So forgive me if, you're inflamed.